but I know the DJ.
Do you?
Welcome to episode 40 of But I Know the DJ, a podcast discussing all things DJing, music, nightlife, business, and pop culture through the unfiltered opinions of host Snacks, a.k.a. your mom's prom date, powered by Dope Entertainment. And this episode is sponsored by Netta Cannabis, a passionate group of patient advocates, experienced professionals, industry leaders, and philanthropists. They've come together to improve the quality of patients' lives through personalized care and the best in the art and science of medical marijuana. Check out their spot in Brookline, as well as their sponsored event, Hometown Hero Bia's After Party on October 4th at Icon. Again, October 4th, we'll be partying at Icon with Bia, sponsored by Netta Cannabis. Now we have a pretty structured episode today, which required two returning guests. We will be specifically discussing about recent music drops, lists, and everything in between. Please welcome back DJs FAB and FINGAZ in the building.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, guys. How's everybody doing?
Hey, we good. We living.
People busy. Life is just kind of moving.
Yeah, fast. For
sure. Life's moving fast.
It's September.
Yeah.
Ending
of September. Going into October, which, you know, is a pretty busy month.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, shit's looking good. I hope for both of you. It seems like it's been looking good for both of you. So I mean, honestly, like, congrats, for like surviving and like doing well, and like, you know, because it's not easy for everybody. But you know, luckily for us, you know, we've been doing good, and you know, I'm personally grateful for that, and I'm sure you guys are too.
Amen. Absolutely.
But you know, one of the main things I feel like, you know, I want to make sure we have enough time to be able to talk about everything that we plan on talking about here. And there's just been so much discussion, specifically on just some albums, right? The obvious two being Certified Lover Boy and Donda. I think I want to start with Certified Lover Boy first. But, you know, it's been, I think, nearly a month since they've been released. So, you know, it's kind of different versus like if we did this like the day after they dropped kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very like reactive and not really letting them marinate and stuff. So they've definitely marinated since. They've both been able to kind of rack up the numbers that they've needed to rack up, and we've kind of been able to see what's hot, what's not in between them. And just kind of want to, I guess, start with just opening the floor with Certified Lover Boy, just opinions, how we've been liking the album.
Honestly, I fuck with it, bro. At first, like, of course, like, I'm like, this is not like a regular Drake album. He's definitely had better before, but at the same time, you do have to listen to it more. Like, you cannot just listen one time and just have your opinion, because it does grow on you. I know there's like multiple songs where at first I thought them shits was ass. I'm not gonna lie. But eventually, the more I started to listen, the more it got better. And now, honestly, I'll just like leave it on shuffle and just listen to the whole thing. So
a big part of kind of Drake's albums are the opening track.
Yep.
He's known for having very legendary opening tracks to his albums. This one being Champagne Poetry, both, you know, opening the floor. When, you know, you first turn on the album and that song starts, you know, it's at 5 minutes and 36 seconds. I think Tuscan Leather was about around the same time, a very long beat switch and all that. You know, did you think that was a good, you know, did you get the chills that you get when you maybe listen to a Tuscan Leather or an Over My Dead Body kind of thing?
I mean, honestly, I feel like I would switch 1 and 2. I like
Poppy's Home?
Poppy's Home better. I feel like that would be a better intro track. That's just my opinion, though.
FINGAZ?
For me, Drake is Drake. So Drake is going to make music that is going to be soothing for your ears. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to like it. Did it make me feel anything? No. At the first listen. Now, like, you know, I live with it a little bit longer. I still feel like it's not his best work, where now is kind of, you know, quintessential to where people were kind of thinking that it was going to be his best album yet. And I think what happened was we waited 2 years, and he kind of built it up that way to be that way with the promo that he was doing prior to this.
It was probably his biggest rollout for an album ever.
You know what I'm saying? So that I think that's where that it is. I think another thing with Drake is he's becoming too predictable, and he's already been that 2 albums ago. He has a formula, but I think people want more from him, you know, to where the total opposite of Kanye, he switches every album.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like he knows you're not going to like it at first, but sooner or later, I'm going to crack the pavement, I'm going to change the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people do want more from Drake. I think we didn't really learn anything from Drake on this album, and he's such an introspective person to where we kind of listen to every word he says because we're like, okay, what is he telling us this time? And like a lot of the sentiment that I'm getting from people, I see a lot of reactions, even the conversations we've had off mic, is he's done a lot of these songs better in the past. They literally look like blueprints of songs that he's done already that are not as good to me.
Yeah. You know, I want to kind of zero in on your thing of him being kind of predictable, and he's done this before, and, you know, he's just doing different versions of things he's already done in the past. Dylan Francis on his Hot Ones interview, the question Sean Evans asked him was like, what's something about like fandom that like annoys you the most or something like that? And his thing was like the fact that everyone tells me, oh, like we want the old Dylan back, or like we want you to make music like you did 10 years ago. And then there's the most obvious to, you know, to our Drake counterpart here, Kanye, like I miss the old Kanye, right? And so my question is why is it then bad if he's just gonna not necessarily reinvent himself, but just kind of continuing to produce the Drake that seemed to have been tried and tested, and just keep doing it over and over again?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, you can keep that same formula, but what is the bar? Where is your bar? I feel like your bars weren't up to par on this one. I feel like, you know, even some of the beat selections weren't as great on this one, and you had 2 years. You've done multiple bodies of work in a year that were crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm not saying Drake switch up. And again, I like the album. I'm only grading Drake against Drake. I'm never putting Drake against anybody else. He's in a lane of his own. He created his own highway with 5 lanes. He's able to cross in and out of them if he wants to. But if I'm comparing Drake to Drake, and I'm a person where like I'm a real music fan, and I like my artists to grow, I feel like it didn't make me feel anything. So now I'm trying to pinpoint why it didn't make me feel anything, and I went back and I listened to every album compared to this one. That's what I did.
I did that too.
And I was like, okay, you didn't have a blockbuster hit on there like you usually do.
Way Too Sexy is pretty blockbuster.
It's about to be.
It's pretty, dude. It rings.
I still feel like it's a parody. I still feel
it
like
doesn't matter. Hotline Bling was a parody.
That's true.
What I want to do is this: like, let's contextualize us as this episode, as the show, in terms of where we're speaking to. So those who are listening, whether they're DJs, whether they're music enthusiasts, whether they're just people that think I'm cute, who knows? Yeah. Let's just contextualize. What is the bar now? So when we're talking about, so what I want to ask is Drake's best album, Drake's best song, and maybe Drake's best produced song. So when we're talking about it's not produced as that well, people know that we're comparing it to X. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So maybe I'll give you guys some time to think. I'll just do it off the top of my head. My favorite Drake album is Nothing Was the Same. To me, that is peak Drake. It used to be Take Care, but as I gotten older, I've grown to like Nothing Was the Same more. As I grow even older, I'm starting to really appreciate, if you're reading this, is not too late as well. But I think when we're talking about 13 to 15 Drake, I think it's just absolute peak Drake.
Yeah.
Best, like some of my favorite songs. So when we go Sad Boy Drake, I think Jungle is just a masterpiece. Yeah. Production wise, the sample is amazing. And his singing, his verse is amazing. Just the content in it, the lyrics, everything about it is really just really incredible to me. Rapping, again, this is off the top of my head, maybe like
all the timestamp tracks. So
yeah, all the timestamp tracks. Tuscan Leather, he fucking bodies it. And then I think when we talk about like club rapping, like I really like Worst Behavior.
Yep.
And I really like Legend. So that's like some of my favorite top quality Drake stuff.
Yes.
Wanted to leave you guys some opportunities.
Yeah, I would say definitely Take Care is number one for me. But honestly, I've been feeling Scorpion a lot more. A lot of people, I feel they didn't receive it like they should.
I don't like Scorpion at all.
For real?
Yeah, I talked about it in lengths with. So so Scorpion, obviously a ton of tracks, which this has a ton of tracks as well, 21. Do you know how many Scorpion has? Or I can look it up. But anyway, Scorpion had a ton of records, obviously.
It's a double side.
Yeah, double side.
Double side. We can call it whatever we
around
want.
like 20 something.
25 songs.
Yeah.
So still longer than Certified Lover Boy. The thing about it is, like, it was just so boring to me.
Really?
It was very, very boring. And granted, it didn't come with a rollout that Certified Lover Boy did. You know what I mean? So,
like, honestly, that's what I thought the B-sides for that I thought was going to be similar to Certified Lover Boy. Like, Certified Lover Boy is, I mean, it's R&B, but it's, like, not
thing
really.
is, I don't, like,
You know?
I think part of this was the marketing, but, like, I don't know why everyone was so fixated, because I wasn't so fixated that this was going to be, like, the softest Drake ever. What this is, honestly, what I took away on the first listen, when I listened to it, like, 3 a.m. the night it dropped or whatever. And what I took away, I was like, this is like a light skin album, like just like light skin anthems. Like some of the shit he says, I'm just like, yo, like this is him being like almost in a parody in a way, like
Very toxic.
like yeah, like you know what I'm saying. And then there was some chick on TikTok talking about how like why are we celebrating this album? It's just like toxic masculinity. And I was just like, yo, it's just.
I mean, he said it.
No, but the thing is, what's wrong with
bro,
thing is, what is wrong with it though? Like if music is art, right?
It's relatable.
Like if that's just the vibe he wants to take the album, let him take that vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's relatable.
Like if you're mad at it, don't fucking listen to it.
No,
but don't attack. You know what I mean?
He's just speaking on his life, bro.
So yeah, so I think it's I mean, and let's think about the album cover, bro. Like it's him being very. Like
it's a lot of tongue in cheek on this album.
Tongue in cheek is a very tongue in cheek.
Even Daddy's Home is very tongue in cheek to me. I just like I said, like man, I was expecting the best Drake on this one. I was expecting him to go super hard with everything. I was like I said, even the beat switches weren't that ill to me.
Yeah, they weren't.
Even the beat choices weren't that ill to me. Very lackluster.
I like some of the, I don't think the production is bad on this.
It could have been better, I think.
It could have been like I said, like
That's what I mean.
to make sure.
So what are you like when you're saying the best and stuff, like what are you comparing? Because you're saying you're expecting this to be best Drake, because to me, like I said, my best Drake is almost 10 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, I didn't go into this being like this is gonna be best Drake, because he's had like fucking 4 albums since to have done that. I think I don't think he's ever gonna.
I'm ready for Drake to reach his peak, and I think he did already.
I think he already did. Yeah.
I'm not ready for Drake to reach his peak.
But the thing is, we're saying that like it's a bad thing. Like he's not LeBron and hasn't been 15 years straight. You know what I mean?
He has, but I just feel like there's something missing in his catalog that we don't have yet.
He's missing. He's missing. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
He's missing.
He's missing where an album where like.
We don't have a classic Drake album.
Stop it!
What?
Stop it! Stop it!
Fingers on
Fingers and I were on FaceTime a couple weeks ago and screamed at each other about this.
Hold on, wait. Let me finish.
This is why I wanted the two of you. I needed a third person.
Let me finish.
Let him talk.
Within Drake albums, if you're gonna line them up, you can say, "Yo, this is a." But there's people. This is what people argue, right?
What do you?
This
argue?
is what. I'm
listen to your heart.
This is just like a consensus that I get from everybody. This is not me saying Drake doesn't have. I love Drake. Drake is my.
Do you think Drake has a classic album?
In his body of work, yes, I think he does.
Do you think he has multiple?
No.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll get into it, but I want you to finish your point.
I know.
We'll get into
he
it.
Doesn't. Not so like him being the biggest artist in the world.
Yes.
Right now.
Correct.
I feel like you kind of want that groundbreaking energy from Drake. Drake is kind of like, here's my box. I'm going to stay in it, and that's it. We don't really hear from him.
But this is also the same guy that brought Afrobeats to mainstream.
No,
this is the same guy that brought what is it, UK drill
UK
to
drill, yeah.
so what are we really saying? You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess if that's what you want to say,
because he used to get backlash for doing. He used to get backlash of being a culture vulture or doing all this shit, riding waves. But now we're saying that he only sticks with
because that's what people did. People didn't understand where he came from. A lot of people just see things online. That's the problem with internet. Is like they just see something and just make a quick comment without having a backstory. I know he's from Toronto. I've been in Toronto. I know the vibes out there is real dance hall.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's real dance hall.
Yeah.
So him doing that wasn't surprising to me because
Right.
he's from Canada. So I'm like, okay, that's not really too crazy. There were people
Like he
doing
did
it
come up
already.
like that.
No, you know what I'm saying? And then before he did that, it was reggaeton that was in the industry. So it kind of just transitioned like within it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really like too crazy to me. Like, but like you said, like I feel like we haven't gotten a Dark Twisted Fantasy from him. I feel like we haven't gotten 808s and Heartbreaks. I thought this was gonna be his 808s and Heartbreaks because of the whole kind of what he was doing with it. You know what I'm saying? And where there's a lot of his albums where he promoted it, where it seemed like he was gonna be hard and it was more introspective, it was more lovey than this album.
But why would we want an 808s and Heartbreak when? Okay, when one, we already have an 808s and Heartbreak, and two, when 808s and Heartbreak came out, everyone fucking hated it. Everyone hated it. I loved it. I'm sure you loved it.
It birthed Drake.
I understand.
So that's what I mean.
Understand that.
So that's what I mean.
But
But
so many people fucking hated
as
it.
an artist, as a music historian, I want that from Drake. I want Drake to push it. I know what he can do. You have all these albums that are just recycling the same thing.
He did that with So Far Gone.
So the problem is he's just
He
done
did.
everything.
He did what you're asking for. He did the first time around.
Yeah, but that wasn't really his sound. That was
the sound at the time.
That was something that he kind of inherited from Kanye, right? He says it.
So that's what I'm
talking
inspired
about.
No. He's fully inspired by him, especially at that time, et cetera, et cetera. At the end of the day, he like Kanye, walk so he could run. Like that is Drake's sound. The filtered shit. Do you know the song he has with like Peter York and what's it called? Or the song he has with Like Luke.
Yep. I know what
Like
you're talking about.
Like that's very 808s and Heartbreak from him. You see what I'm saying? But that's the thing. He did it his first time around. He has the song with Let's Call It Off. Peter, what's up, Georgie? Bjorn and John.
He hints at it in a couple of his album cuts, like Feel No Ways on
Nah, I don't even think that's it either. Do a little bit with Likely, bro.
what is it, Views? Okay. Yeah?
Like,
Yeah.
he's singing his heart out on this bitch.
Yeah, but that was her song. That wasn't his song. He did a verse on it.
But he
did a verse on it.
But he did it.
He did a verse on it. That was his song.
I understand that.
That was her song.
And that, that's what a lot of mix it like. Fucking all of Channel Orange was pretty much like that.
Yeah.
So not Channel Orange. Fucking Nostalgia Ultra was like that.
So like, even like this, like Feel No Ways was.
Nah, I don't think Feel No Ways is a good example.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Feel No Ways is not a good example.
As an 808s and Heartbreak cut.
Kanye produced it.
That's
it probably is an 808s and Heartbreak
and that's
cut.
what I'm telling you. That was like around the vein. He kept sprinkling that.
So you think he should have done a whole album of shit like that?
No, not even like I said, like this, like just content wise. I feel like he's doing this.
He sounds comfortable.
He sounds very comfortable.
Sounds very
But what I'm
for a
saying,
dude with a pen like his, I wanted more out of this. That's all I
but
wanted.
I think if he dropped a whole let's just use Feel No Ways. If he dropped a whole album of a bunch of different Feel No Ways, which would have been sick, like it would have been really nice, been hella vibey, it would have been a great fall, winter. It would have been really, really dope. It would have took me back to So Far Gone days. At the end of the day, though, people would still be like, "Damn, no new club records, like no shit I can't bang at."
I don't. For me, as a music fan,
like the fact that like we wouldn't have gotten a new Way Too Sexy, like people would have got super tight.
even I think a Way Too Sexy is whatever. Like
Yeah, I'm whatever about that
it's
song.
whatever. It's
You're
whatever
what?
to me.
I'm whatever about that song. But
It's whatever.
I love it.
It
It's
worked.
popular.
It
I
worked.
love it.
It worked for what was on the album.
Exactly.
Can you touch the mouse?
It worked for like, all right, well, here's what's on the album. Okay, that's going to stand out.
Yeah.
The sample, it
goofy.
literally, it was the same reaction when the original song came out. It worked, but people didn't like the song. It worked. It was something that you can't get away from. It's just like, even when at first, like, I skipped it all the time.
Me too.
Even now, I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it on my own. Future's verses, I ain't on it. What's it called? Young Thug doesn't have to be on it.
Young Thug doesn't have to be in it.
He doesn't have to be on it.
Future is the only person that could have done that.
It's a Future song. Drake's verse is kind of corny to me. He's lackluster.
The whole thing is corny, but that's what's so fire, dude. We have to understand. We have to understand about things like this, and this is what I kind of realized after listening to it many times.
I mean, I'm just critiquing it. I understand what the track is,
but
I'm critiquing the work of the track. I'm critiquing it now because it's Drake. So I'm like, okay, I understand. You want to have fun? That is fine. Have a cut like that. It's cool. He needed that for this album. If he didn't have that song for this album
would be way worse.
Now, why are we saying that about a Drake track on a song that's a throwaway for us? Think about that. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to Drake's body of work. I look at him. When I look at him, that's album. I'm like, I'm ready. I shut out the world.
Right.
I didn't do that with this.
Yeah.
I didn't go back. I let it rock. And I went right back to Donda.
Yeah, but he's super strategic. Like, that's the shit he does. Like, he makes songs so that everyone can listen to it,
Yeah, but I just like I said, it's Drake. He's gonna make songs that chart. He can drop a sack of shit tomorrow, and it's gonna stream.
He had like 15 songs that charted or something.
It's gonna stream. It's gonna stream. It's gonna go big because streaming is streaming. People are gonna go. They're gonna put their song back to back. The way like the marketing and like that's another thing I wanted to talk about is, people don't understand the music industry before and the way it is now, and what considered charting, what's considered platinum, how is it this, how many streams are considered that. Back then, you had to go out and stand in the lines, use your money, take the time out, ask your parents for money if you were young to buy that album. You didn't just go buy a Drake album just to see if you like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like this whole conversation about him and Michael. I don't know if you want to segue into that. But
it's not really much to say about it, to be honest.
But just briefly, when people having these conversations, like, obviously it's people that are younger that don't have experience. That obviously this is Drake's era, this time. You weren't there to witness that Michael era. But the fact that he's like light years away from you as far as decades, and you know about him, tells you about him.
I mean, I think Drake is still going to be legendary.
Of course, yeah, Drake is let him. They keep pinning him with people of different eras, which they're gonna do. But you can't I don't like to pin artists from this era and the era before.
But the thing is, there is this era's Michael. It's just not Drake.
The Weeknd?
Stop it.
He might be bigger than Drake, bro.
And what?
What? No.
Wait, no bullshit. If you do look at the Weeknd's numbers, it's crazy.
No.
His numbers are crazy.
He's just popping. He's just popping.
Do you know the numbers though?
Hold on. No. Ready.
He spends way more weeks on the charts than Drake.
Bro. Let's say no.
He lives on the charts, bro.
Okay.
No. Okay, no. We know
who has the record of living on the charts the longest.
Okay, you got that.
Drake. What was it? One Dance.
No, just like across the records, like he's remained on it for over a decade straight. LeBron, bro, like made it to the 7 championships of the last 8 years type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get the Weeknd is hot, bro, but that is the craziest overstatement.
Wait, for real? I don't think that's like a bad argument, to be honest.
That's not a bad argument. You have to look at the numbers. You can't just talk.
You're only looking at numbers, because outside the numbers, it's not close.
No. If you're talking cultural. You're talking impact.
Bro, I'm talking about legendary shit, and you're saying the Weeknd might be bigger than Drake?
The trajectory where the Weeknd is going and what he's doing, if Drake doesn't step his shit up, he might surpass him.
The Weeknd is revisiting a genre that already exists.
So did Bruno Mars.
Correct.
So Drake is revisiting everything he did in the past. So what are we doing? What are we talking about?
No.
I understand. It's not ground, but what Drake's doing is not groundbreaking either.
I'm not saying it, dude. I'm saying Drake. When we're talking about like global international icon. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the Weeknd is very big, very hot, has crazy numbers, huge hits, whatever. But I think when we talk about like actual like foot on the ground, what is your impact? What is your footprint on the world?
Drake hasn't done a Super Bowl yet.
He's not supposed to do a Super Bowl. What? Jay-Z?
it's
Did
not
Jay-Z
his
do a
lane.
Super
Hold
Bowl?
on, he's the biggest recording
No,
artist.
but they get
talk
certain
that shit.
no.
Talk
They
that
get
shit, boy.
certain kinds of stop it. They get certain. Jay-Z's never done a Super Bowl,
You
bro.
can't put together a Drake Super Bowl set.
Huh?
You can't put together a Drake Super Bowl performance set.
I honestly don't even think Drake wants to do one.
I think that too. He's not gonna do that shit.
He's not. I don't even think he like wants to do that. Like I don't think that's like really on his like list. I see what you're saying, but okay, Jay-Z hasn't done one either. What are we talking about?
He was never at one point the biggest recording artist of the generation. Michael Jackson did one.
Okay.
All right, should we keep going?
No. Well, actually, to the point, I said there's a Michael Jackson of our era, but it's not Drake.
Yeah, who?
It's Beyonce.
Oh,
Closest.
She is the Michael Jackson of
It
our
would
era.
have been if Chris Brown didn't get caught doing it. If Chris Brown didn't do what he do and he fucked up as much as he did.
But
it could've
Beyonce's
been
bigger
that.
than Chris Brown, even so.
It could have been. It could have been.
Let's think about it like this. Ready?
It could have been, man.
Michael Jackson started with the Jackson 5. Beyonce started with Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Both very successful groups,
Mm.
right? Beyonce breaks off, has an amazing career through multiple genres, multiple decades, consistency, legendary status. She walks on a stage, everyone stops. She's a fucking unicorn. You know, if you see Beyonce, it's like,
But why is that? You know, why is that? The world has changed to a point where, like, back then, you never used to see your superstars like that. Never. If you see them, it would give you that reaction. Beyonce's barely on. If she does, she's promoting her clothes and shit like that. She's barely on live. You
oh
don't see
yeah,
her
she's
out
not.
that
She's
much.
not in touch. Yeah,
She lives that.
She lives,
comes from that cloth
she
to
lives-
where, like, I'm distant. I'm away
distant.
from y'all.
Yeah.
You-
I'm not accessible.
You're
Yeah,
never
big
exactly, and like I feel like the reason why we're never gonna get another artist like
Yeah,
Beyonce,
you're right.
like Michael Jackson, is because of that,
It's just the way that the world is now.
which is sad to me because,
It's a good point.
like, you know, I wish Chris Brown was a little bit more secluded. I wish Chris Brown was a little bit, you know, more refined to where like he can take himself. I feel like he knows he can, and he just doesn't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, like I want more like.
I think it's just a personality thing.
I want more upbeat Chris Brown. I want more of that. I like seeing you. I like seeing you following that footsteps, because at the end of the day, he's more athletic than Michael Jackson. Okay, he does a singing and dancing thing on stage. If those things didn't happen the way they did, I think we would have a different conversation between Beyonce and Chris Brown, because it happened around that time where Chris Brown was like this. Chris Brown was like this when that shit was going on, and it literally just it crushed him. And that's one story in music where he's still great. He's still one of my favorite artists.
He's still at least top 3
That's just one
male R&B.
It's just one story in music that it's really it crushes me.
Something else that just popped in my head while we were just kind of in the just because you mentioned Chris Brown, I'm a big T-Pain fan,
Yes,
and
overlooked. Way too much.
and Usher. This is a couple months ago, but Usher had a comment that was like, T-Pain and his auto tuning ruined the music industry, and it was like a very big deal because, you know, one, T-Pain looks up to Usher just as vocalist, male vocalist to male vocalist. Usher is, to me at least, top 3 male vocalist, male R&B artist. But ruined the music industry. Pretty hot take.
Yeah, man, that's kind of like, and he was serious. So like,
He was dead ass.
Yeah, that's tough.
And
He was dead ass serious.
T-Pain was like, yo, that,
And like didn't say sorry.
yeah, it kind of put him in a funk.
Yeah, I just saw T-Pain's Drink Champs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen it, and he was like, I got really suicidal. Like he said, like, because he explained, he was like, I was in my bed and was like, the guy that I used to be a little kid and sing his songs and want to be like him just told me that I ruined the music industry.
And it was a sequence. It was a sequence of events. He's
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
the Jay-Z.
Yeah. Death of Auto Tune
All
thing.
that,
Yeah,
like,
like
people-
he's always dealt with this anxiety or this like weight on his shoulders that like, oh, maybe this auto tune thing that I like kind of made my career maybe wasn't the wave. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then for that, like he said, he was like dead ass. Like that night that it happened, like took a whole bottle of Hennessy to the face and like almost ended it.
Yeah,
And
but
then-
people don't understand, like, you still have to, like, hit the notes. Like, auto-tune, you just don't throw it on and it makes you sound
Right,
good.
right.
Like, you still got to hit
But
that
thing
shit.
is, like Cher did it. Like he did it in the same way that Cher did it. like when we listen to like I'm Sprung. She got me doing the dishes, and it gets mad robotic, but it sounds fucking cool. Like that's what made it cool.
It's the program trying to fix the note.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not because he can't sing it.
No, it's just what.
That's like the sound he was going for.
Yeah.
That's why he put it on.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? And it worked. Like it obviously worked. And there was a point where T-Pain was the cheat code. You feel what I'm saying? So to what extent? You know, because now that we have the Trippie Reds, the Juice WRLD and Travis Scott's using crazy autotune,
Playboy Cardi,
you know what I mean, using crazy autotune, obviously, being a product of what T-Pain kind of did, destroying or ruining the music industry. How much truth is there to that?
I feel like another thing that really was unfair to him, which he thinks it's unfair to him, is the fact that Kanye is credited for the auto-tune wave more than he is.
Yeah.
It's looked because of how monumental 808s and Heartbreak was.
Well, I think it's just because it's closer to his style, because his was darker. He used it in a dark way, and now it's being used in a dark way. Where when it's used in like in a light way, I guess it's the pop girls who can't sing that are using it to sing, versus like these dudes who are trying to just catch a dark vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think when Kanye's like, oh, like these dark artists that are using it to like sound this way, that's a Kanye influence thing. All these bitches that can't sing but are trying to make pop records, that's a T-Pain thing.
And that's where the usher was like, yo, you're fucking it up for us, because these people are now charting using this cheat code. And we don't want to do that, and we're
like your girl Selena Gomez.
Yeah,
your girl. You fuck with some Selena.
No,
bro.
your long story. It was a mix up. There's a lot of tequila.
Funny.
Listen,
That shit was so funny.
I got it mixed up. All right, but anyways, Ariana Grande is my girl.
Yeah, Ariana Grande is fine.
Right, super talented, but I just felt like that was I feel like that was an insecurity thing for Usher, because there was still a lot of R&B artists that were popping around that time that were putting out good music, including himself.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing that just because it was something new and something fresh that came about that people gravitated towards? You know what I'm saying? Like, he had no right saying that. What weren't you doing that you weren't getting the same shine as you were? Because if you're telling a guy that doesn't sing, that's not a professional singer, that's charting, it's not just the singing, it's what he's writing. He's writing these songs, he's producing these songs.
The delivery.
It's not just that, Oh, I can't believe it. That song, I think about that song almost every other day.
Like, got that song is fingers, yo.
I used to back in the day.
Hey.
I am a songwriter, so I do.
I could put you in a log cabin.
He hit a note last time, so that's pretty good. You gotta have auto-tune ready on this.
That's what I don't know.
Oh my god!
I can only do it in the post.
I'm gonna talk on that all the time.
In the post. No, I think about it all the time. Where like if I had like vocal effects on this, like I would just randomly turn it on like while you were talking. Like if you were like dead ass serious, and I'd just be like, whoa. Yeah. Just like turn your voice to like a chipmunk. Like we're like mid argument. I'm like, yo, why you sounding nervous?
Oh my god! But like I watch T-Pain's Twitch streams.
Yeah.
When he's recording live.
Yeah. He's so dope. He's so dope.
Oh, genius,
and I'm watching him, and I'm watching him do these triplet layers of like melodies and harmonies, and I'm just like, wow, he's
he's a very accomplished songwriter.
Yeah, he still got it, man, and it just sucks.
Yeah. Glad I'm just want to touch on that for a little bit. Definitely got to touch on Donda real quick. I know you have a lot of opinions on Donda.
I got one thing to say.
I know God breathe on this.
Going back to the Jay-Z Beyonce argument, my fault. No, I just had one thing to say. Do you think Jay-Z like helped build her brand like so much to the point like we're saying like she's like a Michael Jackson? I
think they helped each other.
I think it was more the other way around.
Possibly.
I think it was more of the other way around.
We can make an argument.
Beyonce has, I think, a bigger, more effective fan base than Jay-Z.
Like, the Beehive is crazy.
Jay-Z in his later years in his career was more of his business moves.
Yeah.
That solidified him more into, like, a legendary status than, obviously, he's still
music.
dropping bars. But I felt like it became second fiddle to his business moves now. You put those couples together. You got Beyonce, the baddest one on the planet, arguably. You know, it definitely refined him a little more.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it probably helped reach hip hop. I mean, Beyonce was pop, but like it probably helped reach the hip hop fans, like Jay-Z's hip hop fans at least a little bit, I would think.
Yeah, no, of course, there's definitely cross promo that they dropped the album together. They went on tour together.
Yeah.
So they definitely cross promoted each other, and so now Jay-Z fans are Beehive, and Beehive are Jay-Z fans.
Mm-hmm.
So
it just all helped. Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of ate off of it.
I know you want me to talk about Donda, so let's get it over with.
So
I'm going second.
I want to preface this with saying that there's no way to directly compare to Certified Lover Boy as they are two completely different albums.
Completely different, yeah.
Don't do it.
Arguably completely different genres, just completely different vibe. Like, so I don't think we should compare them.
No.
I think we just need to talk about it as its own album.
Yeah, it's definitely its own entity.
Its own entity. So we're gonna not compare. Like, a lot of people just comparing them. When they shouldn't be comparing them
at all.
I think it's a beautifully constructed album. I think sonically, the way it's produced, the layering, the choices and sounds is very amazing. I said this. I don't know if I tweeted. I said this somewhere, like the day after it dropped, that it will win Album of the Year.
Oh,
and I'm putting that on recording now, so I'm calling it. Is it my favorite album? No, nowhere close.
To Kanye.
Or just in general, I don't like it that much.
Yeah.
But do I think it's, again, being more objective about it, musically, it is like, holy shit, like this is...
To what's out right now compared to what's out
I mean,
right
even
now,
in general.
like,
I mean, it's one of those things like this, like, when I think of artists that, like, make really good music that I don't really listen to, but that doesn't mean that I don't like it. Or that or like that I can objectively like know that it's good music. Like, I think do you know who, like, Gautier is?
Mm-hmm.
Like he makes like some of like the best music like I can possibly like think of, but like I don't really listen to him. But I know he's like one of the most talented. He's like one of the most talented people in the world probably. Yeah. For those who don't know who he is, he made Somebody That I Used to Know.
Yeah,
that's like his biggest song. But if you listen to like his albums, that dude makes fucking amazing music. Anyway, he so Kanye puts a drill record in there, kind of has a couple. And it's a very concept album in a sense, like the whole like speaking to his mom in a sense, and like his mom just definitely like lives through the album, and I think that was like the feeling I got when I was listening to it was like there was this like black smoke that like aura that just like followed me through every track. Like that was just like the one visual I had, and I think that's like what he wanted. You know what I mean? And I think he accomplished it just based on the sounds. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, by the end of it, I was like he did it. Like he did what he was supposed to do, versus like, being like, okay, this is just like a bunch of noise, or like when I finished Jesus is King, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And maybe I'm just more prepared for this. But when I ended it, I was like, I think he accomplished what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So that's my take.
Yeah. I think he had an amazing rollout too. Like,
yeah, his rollout was crazy.
The best rollout in history.
Wait, like I say time and time again, and people like think I'm bugging or think that I'm like sucking him. Like, he is one of the most influential artists ever.
Oh, that's a fact.
He does something, we all do it. Like. It's honestly amazing. Like, and it's crazy because when there was that whole Mount Rushmore of like the 2010s thing, and it was like who has the last spot, like, and no one, like, people were like, everyone was like Future or like whatever. I was like, dude, like, we could make a strong argument for Kanye. The fact that he's like, and everyone was like, no, he's 2000s. I'm like, think about it. Like,
what?
Yeezy, like we can think about like you buy out like everything he does, you follow. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead though.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, so I think the rollout was just super dope. Also, the way he composed the album with all the artists, like, I don't know. Honestly, I thought that he brought out like the best in some of these dudes. Like 5EO, man, you never heard him.
Same with Dirk.
Yeah, same with Dirk. I think Vori's on there too, right?
Yeah, Vori.
He went stupid on there. Lil Yachty, man, he went crazy. Yeah,
which I think the contrary for CLB, it wasn't their features best work for me.
I agree. He just got the most popping dudes.
It wasn't their features best work. I don't feel like they got pushed. I don't feel like Drake is hitting them like Dirk, like, yo, do another verse. Kanye was telling this dude, do another verse. Do it now. That's not do another one. Like, no, you're getting the best out of it. And that's why, like, for me, I related way more with Donda. Because I'm able to, like, you know, I was able to relate to even, like, the gospel songs and shit like that. You know, we just come from hard times, you know, like, you know, I've lost some people, you know, I'm getting up there in age. I got kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I was able to connect with it a lot more. Like, if I'm driving introspective and I want to I put it on, you know what I'm saying? It makes me feel a certain way. I feel what I'm hearing. And that's what I wanted to get out of the CLB. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just like from beginning to end, you get, you know, what he did with this album is take out the drums. I want to try something new. I'm removing the drums out of the tracks. I guarantee you in 5 years, there are going to be albums where a lot of the drums are not going to be there. It's going to be a lot of 808 heavy. And I feel like you got a lot of the different kinds of Kanye's in here. Obviously, it's not bar heavy when it's coming from Kanye. I feel like that's where we're missing from Kanye. But I just feel like, you know, understanding where he is, being a student of him along with other artists, knowing where he is in his life, I understand why he's not bar heavy Kanye. Mm-hmm. He has his hands are in a lot of different things. He's on a different mission. He feels like he's done that already. So, you know, I'm still gonna give you this music, but like I'm not there right now. That's why he has artists to write for him. That's why he has collaborative efforts, you know what I'm saying? But like to put together a cohesive album like that about your mother, you know, to have the trap in there. You tell me the last time you played a gospel song in the club. Praise God is with Travis Scott is a gospel song.
I love that song, bro.
Off the Grid, minus, you know, a couple of the content on there, the chorus is God heavy. You know what I'm saying? And he accomplished that. You know,
I think Father Stretch My Hands is a gospel song in a sense.
And that's why people are like, I wasn't surprised that he went this route. Mm-hmm. Because he's had
like Ultralight Beam and stuff.
Yeah, he's had those, you know, even as far as back as Jesus Rocks, and a lot of his content was very Christian heavy.
Yeah, he been hella Christian. Yeah.
Even if it was like, you know, speaking in God in name and vain or comparing himself to God, he's always had God in his work some way, somehow. So I am
a God, even though I'm a man of God.
Yeah.
Blood on the leaves. I'm a man of
God, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, like, I think that album it's not his best album, but
yeah, where does it rank for you?
It did what it did.
I think when we talked about it was on your bottom half as well, right?
It was on my bottom half because I still want that bar Kanye. Mm. I want that bar Kanye because that bar Kanye is phenomenal. When if he wants to do that, and like,
what's a song that's like, yo, this is some of Kanye's best rapping? An example.
Let me not even go too far back. Let me do New Slaves.
Yeah.
I think one of the illest verses ever.
Yeah.
New Slaves?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Very good. Gorgeous. Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
Diamonds.
I think he raps very, very well.
Just his swagger on Drive Slow. Like he has that.
I think he got outshone in that song, though.
By Paul Wall.
Yeah.
So when do you think
Paul Wall is so fire on that
Paul
song?
Wall smashed
Mama
that.
used to say.
When do y'all think the bars dropped off then, if you're saying that?
After Pablo. Pablo was his last like bar
I wouldn't even say
album.
that. I wouldn't even say that. I think he did. I think with Pablo, he was reminding people
that I could still rap.
Still do
yeah,
it.
Facts.
That's what happened with the Pablo. But it was what for Pablo?
Before Pablo was
Yeezus.
Was Yeezus.
Yeezus was his last really bar heavy album. People don't like people are distracted by what he's doing, and he says that that's his.
Dude, we're real friends. Like on Pablo, like he was just spitting straight.
Yeah,
Or
Real
anything.
Friends is
There's like
fire.
barely a chorus. Fade.
Yeah, he's just going
Right.
straight. You know, he's a hip hop. He comes from that.
Yeah.
He
No,
comes from the
I
trap.
think
Called
I think
Quest.
Pablo's gonna age pretty well.
I love Pablo, man.
Yeah, I think
The
Pablo's gonna age.
beats on that.
Yo, crazy.
hooks
yeah,
on that.
Yeah,
like,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like people are chasing that Kanye, but for me, what was just missing on here, and there was a couple tracks that he was sitting there spitting, flowing, but it wasn't really too witty. It wasn't really too much metaphors going on.
Yeah, no.
Than what we expect from Kanye.
Wait, says she want diamonds. I took it to Ruby Tuesdays. Like that shit used to be like shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo,
like-
that's so fire.
And he's like, supposedly he had a interview in Germany, a pop-up interview, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna focus on music. I think I'm accomplishing what I did in the fashion. That's what is around Yeezus time. A lot of his interviews and people couldn't understand it because we wanted that Kanye. You couldn't understand that he wanted to break that pavement. He wanted to, you know, if there's a lot of racism in this industry, I want to break it and I want to show you guys that I can do it because you guys are telling me that I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I still go back to like the Zane Lowe interview when I want to get inspired.
Crazy. I actually really don't like that interview, like at all.
Yeah,
I borderline hate it because he speaks in such extremes
Yeah.
that I'm like even me, I'm like, yo, you're wow.
How so?
Like,
how so?
well, he's screaming most of it, and I don't like it.
The confidence in that.
No, there's an there's
for
an
me.
the interviews that he had like during graduation years were some of his most inspirational shit because he was so happy or happier and like and he was just so cocky like now it's just like him just screaming in extremes and being like, oh, like I'm Walt Disney, like back then he was just like, I'm just the best, like you
But a lot like that interview, a lot of those things are happening
right
now.
no I understand that, but
You know
like
what I'm saying? So like
it's
back then,
it's just how he's speaking. I don't like listening to it.
I mean, like, and this is the thing that I said before, and I say it all the time. It's like people don't really want you. I put it on a post. People don't want you to be overconfident in yourself because it comes off as arrogant, right?
Oh, I mean that's the thing that
Or narcissistic.
that's the thing that he's instilled in me since I was a kid.
It's like when we talk and we do that, I kind of call it a motivational bantering that we do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a tremendous respect for you, so that's why I would even go out of my way to try to bar talk you the way we bar talk, right? But like that, like kind of like
yo, y'all don't know Fingaz be DMing me some wild shit, bro. he's so disrespectful in my DMs, bro. It's fucking insane.
you likewise. Like I put up a post to me like first few years of me at venues, like, all right, we know how old you are, relax. I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah, he said something like I've been doing this like 15 years or something like that, and I was like, bro, we get it, you're fucking old.
Dude, I was 20 years old. I was the youngest DJs out here doing it. That's another conversation. But
Yeah,
but
get that man started. Yeah.
but
The
like,
the 90s were a wild time, Fingaz.
that wasn't the 90s. It wasn't the 90s. I was born in 89. I'm 31. Okay, I have a lot of years ahead of me. But like, long story short is like, I want like people need to be more confident within themselves. Like when I'm talking to my boys, I'm talking to Rico. When I'm texting on there, even when I'm texting you, I call my guys kings. I do that. Like we gotta, especially coming from where we come from here, we kind of are scared to step out and speak out. There was a episode that one of the first episodes that I did here, and somebody hit me up and said, yo, I love how you're so confident in yourself and you're able to talk like that out loud, coming from where we come from. And I'm like, yo, it's just like I believe in myself and I refuse to be marginalized by other people's insecurities or by what they, you know, how they perceive what I'm saying. I never come out and say, like, I'm never bashing nobody. I know what I can do. So I'm going to speak out. And I totally give that to Kanye because I learned that from him. Like, yo, like, stand up for what's right. Stand up for what you believe in. It doesn't matter if we disagree. We can disagree. We disagree all the time. I still can understand where you're coming from, and I'm going to do my best to make sure you understand where I'm coming from. But to sit here and to not project your ideas is detrimental to you. It might be detrimental to the world because you might never know what you're putting out there that might change the world, might change somebody's mind, that might inspire somebody else. So that's why, you know, even if I have to apologize after by how I come off, I'm going to say what's on my mind. And I get that a lot from that interview.
I just feel like the people around Kanye I don't know. I feel like they just yes men though. Like they not keeping them like on point.
He said it himself. He cried on thing where like it got to a point where a lot of people were branching off and doing their own things, and he kind of lost that inner circle that he had, like Don C, like Virgil. They all got business, started doing their own thing. But best believe Kanye kicked the door down for all these people. So that's why when he calls them, they come back around. You know what I'm saying? And like you think about it, yo. To deal, you know, to have your best friend die and you think it's your fault and like you can't deal with it. Like he dropped 808s after that. He dropped My Dark Twisted Fantasy, and then he dropped Watch the Throne. Back to back to back. And then he kept going. And then Yeezus. And then the doing the sneakers, the clothing, this and that. Like you don't have a chance to like sit down and really go through shit. And for somebody that's like, they say he's bipolar, Dean bipolar. I really don't like to label people things like that, but like, you know, it's hard to really deal with your emotions in the limelight. So he's kind of dealing with it in like real time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't got time to
And
process shit.
And that's why like I don't really like. That's why the internet's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. Like people just say things just to say things without even thinking about it, man. It sucks.
Word.
It sucks. But yeah, I love the album. The album was great. I like it. I like the album.
There's one more thing I want to. I didn't tell you guys that I was going to bring this up. Something that dropped in the last week was Rolling Stones' newly updated 500 songs of all time list.
Saw you said that.
It's in order. Like they put in order to it. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people are
songs.
So like across like all of music. Ever. Like, it's like a pretty crazy test. The last time they dropped this list was in 2004. Obviously, it takes so much time and so much discussion and deliver. I don't know how long they put, how much time they put into this. And I don't know how big the team is. I don't know much about the process of it. But I have the list, and I'm not going to go through all 500, obviously, but I'm going to go through the top 10 and just get pretty much live reactions. Are you Googling right now? Please don't. You're going to, right?
Yeah.
Please don't, just because I want, like, reactions.
Okay.
So, mind you, 500 best songs of all time. It's difficult to wrap your head around.
Okay.
It's like, where do you start, right?
Yeah.
Actually, what I'm going to do is go through song 500 and then just to kind of see where we're at, okay?
And they don't give you, like, a guideline to where.
Not really. It's kind of just like the list. It's kind of wild. The number 500 song is actually Stronger by Kanye West, is number 500.
I think that should be
500.
Right under that is the Supremes' Baby Love. Right under that is Towns Van Zandt, Poncho, and Lefty. 3 songs that have no correlation to each other. 3 completely different eras in music. 3 completely different genres. So they're definitely doing, you know, what I guess they're supposed to do in terms of covering music. But that's kind of what we're working with here.
I feel like that's just so hard to like.
It's crazy subjective. Again, how big is the team that's working on this? We don't know, right? Is it 3 people?
Yeah.
Is it 300 people? I don't really know.
And Compass had the same issue when they were doing their top albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But albums, I feel like is easier. Way easier. This is just
songs. And Stronger is one of the top, because Kanye is maybe most successful song.
Commercial song, probably.
Aside from Gold Digger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. So, song number 10. So that was the 500 song, Stronger by Kanye West. Song number 10 is Outkast's Hey Ya from 2003.
I can see that.
It's a top 10 song ever.
Wow.
Like, we just got to like wrap our minds around like ever. You see what I'm saying? Number 9, Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. Very good song.
Yes.
Like, how do we feel about these placements? Like,
and that's why I'm just like, I need
you
to
can't
know,
wrap your mind around it.
I need to know what your basis
Right.
of
I mean, they give
ranking
description.
is.
So, like, you know, Fleetwood Mac's Dreams, in the face of lover telling her to go her own way, Stevie Nicks pant, you know, just talks about the
Okay, it's a description of the song.
you know, description. Yeah, it's just
Where
some
did it
background.
try? What did it do?
It did it.
where
It doesn't
is
really talk about
your-
that.
Like, I feel like this is just like somebody's playlist.
Yeah, like what's the criteria? Like,
It
You
doesn't
know what
really
I'm
say.
saying? So,
like are we going
and-
off numbers? Like,
And that's dangerous thing too. Is just like Rolling Stone is like a you know a reputable like platform. So like you would
Right.
think that they would.
But they've clearly put out. It's not like this is something they release every year. They haven't released this in 15 years.
What's number 8?
Moving on. Number 8. This one had me kind of. I don't understand where the fuck we're going. Number 8 is Missy Elliott's "Get Your Freak On."
Really?
Of all time.
That's what I'm saying. Timbaland produced. Mind you, cross genres.
That was pretty iconic.
Iconic,
I won't
like
argue with that. That's pretty iconic. But all time is crazy, man. It's crazy, man.
Future, yeah. So yeah, in a Rolling Stone interview, Missy Elliott said, "Oh yeah, man, we were on some futuristic stuff for sure. Something hypnotic about those records." Blah 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 blah.
Oh shit, damn.
7. The Beatles, "Strawberry Fields Forever."
Okay. Anything
Not
Beatles,
familiar with their catalog.
Anything Beatles, I can understand why it's up high.
Number 6, Marvin Gaye, "What's Going On."
Pretty big song.
Mm-hmm.
It was his first time he went political. Barry Gordy actually didn't want him to do that with Motown because he was really cookie cutter, bubblegum. They didn't want him to do that. Motown didn't want their artists to speak out against all the stuff that was going on. So that was very iconic moment.
Yeah, I think they speak a little bit about that here.
Yeah.
Number 5, not mad about this actually. Nirvana, "Smell Like Teen Spirit."
Of course.
Is it Nirvana's best work? That's the thing that could be argued. Is it their biggest record? Absolutely. I think Nirvana being this high, I'm not really mad at. I like a lot of other songs that they've done a lot more. But I guess like when you have to pick a Nirvana song, this is pretty much the one you pick.
Yeah.
Number 4, Bob Dylan, "Like a Rolling Stone." At number 4. I have this weird, not beef, but like,
If there's not a Michael Jackson track in this top 10, it's a fucking problem. Excuse my language.
there's going to be a big problem. Number 3.
You're going to say like Ray Sherman or something.
Number 3, Black Beatles by Ray Sherman.
No way.
No.
Flip this shit.
Number 3 is Sam Cooke, "A Change Is Gonna Come." Great song. Great song.
Okay.
This I did not agree with at all. Number 2. Like, didn't agree with at all. Public Enemy's "Fight the Power."
Excuse me?
Number 2.
Excuse me?
Is number 2.
Who's in charge of this shit?
Number 1. Do we have any guesses of what number 1 could
Best
be?
song?
Of all time by
Of all
Rolling
time.
Stone.
It could either maybe it could be Queen, something by Queen, maybe something by the Rolling Stones.
I think they knew not to do that.
Don't stop believing.
Maybe something by the Beatles. I can't believe they didn't put Michael Jackson in there. It's so crazy to me, especially being like the top selling album of all fucking time. You didn't put no cuts from Thriller. Doesn't make no sense to me. The suspense is killing me.
The number 1 song of all time, deemed by Rolling Stone, is Aretha Franklin's "Respect."
Ooh. I'm not mad at that.
I don't agree at all.
I don't agree at all.
It's a great, legendary, timeless song. I put it at 33. I don't know. Like, it's not number 1 to me.
Wow. That was a botch of a list.
That's top 10. So very chaotic. 11, Beach Boys, "God Only Knows." 12, Stevie Wonder, "Superstition."
When does the Michael Jackson track come in?
Let's see, the first Michael Jackson track. So now we're going like 1 down. So
Yeah.
now I'm going backwards. "Crazy in Love" is number 16. I'm just doing honorable mentions now. Queen's "Bohemian Rhapsody," number 17. So that's Queen's highest placement. Wow. Prince, highest placement, "Purple Rain" at 18. Yeah, they hate on Michael like crazy, bro.
What?
"Runaway," Kanye's highest placement is 25. "Nothing But a G Thing" at 29.
Where's R. Kelly at in this? Where's R. Kelly?
I haven't seen him at all.
Juice. Zoom. Joke.
Notorious B.I.G.'s "Juicy" at 32.
Over Michael Jackson?
We still haven't. "Tutti Frutti," Little Richard, 35. Seven Nation Army, "White Stripes," 36.
Tutti Frutti?
Nah, Tutti Frutti's fire. Tutti Frutti.
Yeah, but
Little
over
Richard's
Michael
so
Jackson?
influential.
Rob Dabble. I know that, but come on.
Still, we're in the 40s. No Michael yet. The Temptations, "My Girl," number 43. Michael Jackson's highest ranking song is at 44. What's the song?
if it's not Billie Jean,
It's Billie Jean.
Billie Jean.
44.
44.
That actually is insane.
Are you crazy?
44.
That's why it's just like, yo, okay.
What is the criteria? Right behind that is Kendrick's All Right.
What?
Right behind that is MIA's Paper Planes. An amazing song. Paper Planes is fire.
They put this shit on shuffle, man. They put this shit on shuffle.
It's very
right.
but that's the thing. How do you rank?
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
Like,
How?
like I think of let's say 500,000 people viewed this list, right, in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I would say maybe 600 people were like, yeah, this list is on point. You know what I mean?
There's just no way to.
There's just no way.
Unless they do it by genre. Like I feel like genre.
Even
would
that's
be,
fucking
even that's hard, but that would be like more
Like, I'm
accurate.
like, you can't say it's impact. All right,
It's definitely not. Well, the thing is,
You can't say it's.
these are pretty. Like they all have some pretty good.
I guess Respect is using a lot of commercials. It's a very big song. I understand.
And
Respect
everyone
is cool.
knows
Yeah,
it.
I know. I get it. But everybody knows Billie Jean. Sorry, I DJ. I'm thinking about these songs. I played a lot of these songs that you're talking about.
Right.
So I'm thinking about my reaction to these songs and.
But that's why when I saw the Fight the Power, I was like, no way.
Number 2.
No way.
I've never played that song.
I've never played that song.
I've never played Fight the Power. Not in my car, not in my iPod. Nope. Nowhere. Not even on nowhere. I can't even play it in the old school hip hop. Like, like I might just.
It's really not it.
It's not it.
It's pretty fucked up.
Man, get that list out of here, bro.
I'd rather put what's his name? Get up and get down. 911.
I'd put any Tribe Called Quest song over it.
Oh my God! Not even Bonita Applebum. I was watching the documentary yesterday, bro.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just want to kind of.
What the fuck? Throw that shit out with your laptop and all that shit. Does it say who's responsible for this shit? Of course not.
Rolling Stone, dude.
Nah, they're getting hate mail. I didn't know their emails, all that shit, because this is preposterous. What the fuck's going on?
Number 100 is Bob Dylan's "Blowing in the Wind." Number 99 is BG "Staying Alive." I'm just gonna do the 100 increments just to kind of see like
Where's
the
Drake
benchmarks.
at? Is Drake in
I
that?
was just.
Oh,
About
I
to
don't
ask
know.
that.
I don't know. I didn't go through all 500.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking songs.
Number 200 is David Bowie's "Changes." Number 199 is Aerosmith's "Dream On." Dream on,
Yeah.
dream on.
That's a big song. Huge.
250 is Jimi Hendrix, "Purple Haze."
Where's 6ix9ine though?
I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
300 B-52's "Rock Lobster."
If Gangnam Style ain't in that either, it's a problem.
350 John Prine, "Angel from Montgomery." Never heard of that song before.
Yeah, I need to know their
Number
guidelines,
400
man.
David Bowie, "Station to Station." 450 Neil Young, "Powderfinger."
Fab's like, what's going on? Right
Yo,
now?
like I
All
wish
the
you could
songs.
at least like type in a song and see where it ranks.
Yo, "In the Club," 50 Cent, 444.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Fall Out Boy, "Sugar We're Going Down," 443.
Where's "Hot in Here" by Nelly?
Was in the club?
Huh?
In the club, 50 Cent.
444.
That's what it is.
Yeah, 444.
Shit. Okay. Fuck.
La Vida es un Carnaval's in here.
Where's Pepas?
Yo, "Savage" by Megan Thee Stallion is here.
No way.
You're joking.
438. I'm looking at it right now.
I mean, I guess.
"Call Me Maybe's" on this 436. Very deserving.
Yes. Huge song. I can respect it.
Yeah, it's just wild. Like,
Yeah,
they
man.
reminisce over you is 430.
Really? P-Rock? Nice.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's some things where you're like, oh, I respect that.
Yeah, I respect
But then
that,
there's like
yeah.
other shit where you're like, what the
That
fuck?
song, like, I think about that song often.
Yeah, one of my favorite
Oh, my God.
songs.
That's
"Under Pressure," Queen, 429.
really.
"Rapper's Delight," 427. "Super Bass," Nicki Minaj, 426.
I actually played that last week.
"No Diggity," 424.
Got a huge response still. I
You know,
was surprised.
no, because you know "Super Bass" is a TikTok song now.
Is it? They
Yeah.
did it? It's
No, it's just popping again.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
That's probably
That's
why.
why- that's
It
why.
got requested. I was
That's
like,
why.
super bass.
that's why.
Super bass.
It's like.
But
it's-
yo, then I played it. I'm listening to the song. I like the song.
So you got my heartbeat running away.
It's the beat.
You know at the end when she does the halftime,
Yeah.
That shit's hot.
I like when she goes. I
don't like the verses. I don't like the verses.
You myself, go.
Yeah, I don't like the verses, but the chorus rings off.
You gotta
Like the
chop
hook.
this shit up, huh?
The hook rings off though.
Yeah.
sure.
And then the bridge at the end, like, cause you got that boom.
Yeah.
You know what song still runs off? Oh my God, Usher.
Yeah. But I think with our age, I don't know if I haven't seen it ring off too much with the younger kids though.
I've played it. I've played it ringed off.
But if you play it like at I don't know, like an older crowd, like that shit.
25.
That shit yeah. That shit goes the fuck off.
Damn, 25.
Fuck,
old?
that list fucked me up right now. I'm like, I got a headache.
The things that really the big curveballs were Fight the Power and Get Your Freak On for me were huge.
Get your that's crazy.
It was up high. It was up really high.
Really
Over
high.
Billie Jean? Over Thriller?
Okay, if you had to, okay. If I'm like, okay, yo, I'm making this list, and you're someone I trust.
give
Your
me a
opinion,
bigger
your opinion means a lot to me. I'm making this top 500 list. I'm on my top 10. I need one hip hop representation on this top 10. What's the song you're sending in?
On the hip hop representation. Wow.
Is it Get Your Freak On?
You said top.
It's not Get Your Freak On, no, but that's what happened.
No. So I've already created. I'm almost done with this top 500 list that I'm making with. I work for Rolling Stone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on top 10. We're arguing a lot. We feel that there's got to be some kind of hip hop representation in the top 10. I'm curious of y'all's opinions. What's the song you're putting a vote for?
Top 10.
Or a top 10 of all time, but it's the hip hop So basically, the number one hip hop song of all time. Basically, is what I'm asking you right now.
Oh damn! What?
And they said, "Get Your Freak On."
They said they said Fight the Power.
Oh wow, yeah, that shit, man.
I'm putting hot in here before I Get Your Freak On.
A lot of people are talking shit about this list.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fucking people are talking shit about this list. But here's the problem is like, there's gonna be these kids that are gonna go like that don't know shit. They're gonna go look at this list and then judge it off that list because it's Rolling Stones, right? Well, people who care, like when it, it's something that's gonna be there, right? So when they get curious enough and they see that shit, like that's completely wrong.
But I do appreciate how diverse it is, though.
It has to be.
It has to. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
If they didn't, like, we would be picketing that shit.
I am.
Like,
I gotta look through and see like what the highest charting Drake one is.
it would have to be Hotline Bling in my head.
Yeah, it's Hotline Bling for sure.
It's either Hotline Bling or One Dance. It's crazy how Drake doesn't have that much number one hits. Do you know that? Have you noticed that?
He has a ton of number one hits. What are you talking about?
Really?
Doesn't he have like the record of number one hits?
Hella, bro.
What are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about?
What was his first charting number one hit?
His first one, I don't know, maybe Over or something. I don't know.
I don't think that topped number one. I think it was number 2 or something like that.
You made me Google this, bro.
Yes. I'm not. I see this somewhere. It's just
Drake's first number one hit. Lock it in on Google. What's My Name with Rihanna?
That's Rihanna's song.
Okay. Well, I Googled it and that's what it told me. Relax. Jeez. Okay, how many number one hits does Drake have? Let's start there.
And I still want to know that answer though.
I'm working on it. I'm on the internet.
He on his ass. Yeah.
No, because I feel like I've seen it somewhere. And I feel like it's
you know,
not that
articles
much.
are, they got to give us all the context.
Yeah, stupid shit.
So he has 9 number one songs. Okay. The first one came with What's My Name. And then he repeated it again later with Work. The first solo was One Dance.
One Dance.
Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild to you?
I don't know.
Think about it. Think about Drake's catalog. Being the biggest artist of, so that's why I don't go off the charts, bro.
But before that, he wasn't doing global pop. You feel what I'm saying? That was the thing about Views, was it was the global pop album. That's why I don't like it.
Yeah, it has a lot of fucking hits on it.
But thing is, he had to earn the fans. Like that's why nothing was the same. Like, I guess nothing on it is global, like it's Billboard number one. But like when I hear of like when I'm going in between like Take Care and Nothing Was, if I hear like Own It,
it was
oh my god,
was
that
in the
shit.
vein of So Far Gone.
Yeah, but when I hear Own It, I'm like, yo, to me and what that means to my life is like, oh my god, Marvin's Room, Worst Behavior. Like, these are songs that, like, when I hear them, I'm like, oh my God. But you gotta put those out first before you can get the trust to be able to drop a one dance.
Long story short, I appreciate Drake. I appreciate what he's brought to the game. I was fortunate to meet him in his earlier stages, like face to face. That was pretty cool. And to see him grow from where he was till now, because I've kept up with him since his first mixtape. So it's pretty dope, man. So this is all just like, music heads that are just, we're into our shit. So we're going to critique it. We appreciate it. And so we're going to give our opinions. But at the end of the day, man, thank you. If you ever see this, thank you. I don't want to take it as.
Yeah, Drake is a big fan of the show. Yeah, so he's definitely gonna watch.
Yo, you never know. You gotta put that out there in the energy. You gotta put it out there. You gotta put it out there.
No, Drake watches every single episode.
Okay, now verses.
I actually love that you brought that up because did you watch the Fat Joe Ja Rule one?
Yes.
I just rewatched it this morning.
Because you never really it never really grasped you the first time you watched it.
So Hot 97 does recaps.
Yes.
So I watched that first.
I watched every single one.
I've watched every single one too. And I just got so into it, I was like, damn, I think I just need to rewatch it again. And then I rewatched it. 3 hours.
God. And who do you... Oh, obviously, Ja Rule. Obviously. The winner.
No. I thought Fat Joe was the winner.
Are you fucking nuts? How? In what world?
You don't even think it was close? You think, like, Ja Rule, like, beat his ass?
No, I just think you beat him.
No.
Are you nuts?
I think Fat Joe, like, beat him by, like, two records or something.
How?
Fat Joe is very respected and has a great illustrious.
That's not
what the point of verses is?
Nah. No, it's not. I think Fat Joe could have won. He could have won.
In my book, he won.
He tried to do that whole Jadakiss shit that he did with Dipset. Didn't work. It fired up against him. Okay, he went super hard in the beginning and didn't play his smash.
Not really.
Are you seeing?
He played his old. He played his old. That's not playing your old shit is not going super hard. If he came out with "Make It Rain"
against Ja Rule,
if he came out with "Make It Rain" on his first record, then it's like,
he should have dropped "All I Do Is Win" first song.
That would have been so corny.
He should have dropped that first song.
So when was he gonna play Flojo? No, playing your old stuff first.
Because then, because everyone knew going into that battle that Fat Joe was gonna lose.
Fat Joe was like 3-0 after the first 3 records.
We cannot forget who Ja Rule was.
I'm not saying that at all.
We cannot forget what those songs did. We cannot forget how much songs he did not play that he could have played, and he still won that battle.
Hold on.
Fat Joe, what he did was went super hard in the beginning. Then, because he was talking shit about Ja Rule, singing and shit, and his last couple songs was him singing shit.
I thought that was funny. Hold on. Because I found an article of like
You're Puerto Rican, huh?
No, I'm not fucking Puerto Rican. I fucking hate you. Okay, first round. We weren't gonna do this, but now
we're doing it.
Now we're doing it. It's I'm sorry, listeners. This is gonna be a long one.
Man. Fuck that.
And if you're not like really into hip hop, I'm sorry. So we're doing this, Fab. Like we're going through
Fat Joe or Ja Rule. Who won?
Did you watch it? So you didn't watch it?
Oh shit! So off the top of your head, who you think won? Come on, man.
No. But
really, would I be without you?
No. Because again, this is the issue about this battle, just in general, just as far as like matchup, is because Ja Rule has so many charts up. Like I understand that Ja Rule's peak was like very crazy. Like it was.
He was top 3 at one point.
Like
it
in
was
the game,
DMX and Jay-Z.
Yeah. But Fat Joe has songs just as big, not as many. He has songs just as big. He has a longer career. He has been like
he doesn't have as much songs just as big.
Yeah,
he does not.
What did I just say?
He does. He said he has songs just as big.
He hit
like
what's love? What's love isn't as big as
Ja
Always on Time.
Wrote that song. He
doesn't matter.
It's
Fat Joe's song. It doesn't matter. He used it, didn't he? It's
Ja
his
Rule
song.
gave him.
He got a point off of that song.
That's his biggest song. That took him.
No, it's not. His biggest song is Lean Back. Stop it.
Yeah, Lean Back for sure.
Yeah, you sound stupid.
Context. At the time that when Ja Rule gave him that song, you know what was going on? It was after Pun died. He was in a funk. He wasn't getting recognition.
That doesn't mean that it's his biggest song, though. Lean Back is easily his biggest song.
There won't be no Lean Back without that song. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Fat Joe was on his way out. We had to talk. This is what I'm talking about. So when Ja Rule took that song off of his album, wrote it top to bottom, then gave it to him, that revived his career.
I know that.
So there would be no Lean Back without that Ja Rule song.
I don't like how you're counting the points off that way, though, because that's not the way versus works.
I mean, I'm saying that's his song, and he won that. But in a Ja Rule battle,
is Lean
to
Back?
me, it doesn't win a point for me. It doesn't compare. What song did he play with the?
We're gonna
Ja
get
Rule?
there. Is Lean Back not as big as any of Ja Rule's songs?
No, of course, Lean Back is. I'm saying very few. He doesn't have a 20.
What I just said, I'm in the post production. I'm gonna literally repeat copy and paste what I fucking said. I said, Fat Joe has songs that are just as big, not as many.
Okay,
but he has a longer career, and he actually did like true hip hop. Like the big part, like the deep cover shit, like Ja didn't have that. So when we're talking about like real hip hop shit,
Ja didn't have that. You don't know Ja Rule's career.
We're gonna go into it right now.
Ja Rule's had some of the hardest hood shots.
The fact that Fat Joe. So first of all, Ja Rule is dead now because of 50 Cent destroyed him.
Oh, what does it have to do with the versus battle? You see, you're doing it right now. That doesn't count as a point.
No, I'm not saying it counts as a point. But what I'm saying is, when you're talking about like true hip hop shit, dude, he tried to do true hip hop shit and battle someone and got washed. Like,
no, you're thinking of Ja Rule after he started singing.
I'm not 45 years old like you are.
It wasn't that long ago.
I'm not 50.
I'm a historian, dude. I was 2 years old. I wasn't even.
We're gonna go into the songs.
But I just went back and I just know the history. I just do my homework. It's not my fault.
Round one is FloJo versus It's Murder. It's Murder. I mean, It's Murder is a great song to put against it, but FloJo is just fire. FloJo's insane.
The consensus of everybody, a music critic out there, It's Murder won that one. I'm just going off the consensus.
You can't just say that.
No, because like
I could have said it like, oh, but before I say that the consensus is the Fat Joe record, you can't just say that.
For me, it was
okay
It's
for
Murder.
you. Okay, yeah.
And the consensus of everybody
that's
was
not
doing
true.
that.
That's not true at all.
Like you, if you're a researcher and you're somebody that's like, okay, you got to feel the temperature in the room. The temperature in the the vein of what was going on was Ja Rule won that round.
We're not going around being like who's like. I'm just telling you what it is, we can just discuss it because unfortunately Fab didn't watch it. We can't like
you gotta watch it
or no like do you know these records?
Waffle.
Like I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but like FloJo and It's Murder, like they're like old records for both of them.
Yeah, no, I'm not too.
So
familiar.
which is why I think it's good that they got him out first round. He says that Fat Joe should have played All I Do Is Win first round.
Nah.
Just because
Wait.
you needed to
set
be
a
like,
tone.
yo, listen, I have hits too, because going into that
He was just on the remix though.
Wait, you said
It's
all the
still,
all,
like, you
all
know
I
what I'm
Do Is
saying?
Win.
The remix.
Oh, the remix.
That's what I mean. I would have been like, yeah.
it was still a song he played.
It was.
Just like he played Big Pun, It's So Hard.
We're gonna get there. So round two, between me and you, and All the Way Up, wash, absolute wash. Between Me and You is a cool record. It's a cute record as far as Ja Rule's summer R&B jams. It's definitely not top five. To All the Way Up by Fat Joe and Remy Ma, it's a wash.
Wash?
It's not close.
He won, but it's not a wash.
It's not close.
That record did
It's
way
not
more than
close.
what All the Way Up
It's
did.
not close. It's not, bro.
It's
not
standing the
close.
test of time. Longer than that for me.
Bro, you can't compare the standard test of time when they came out
We're
two different
talking about-
decades.
But like he said, I'm dropping records that right now that are still fucking going. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Records.
I don't know if it's Between Me and You.
He won it. It wasn't a wash to me. That's what I'm gonna say. He won that round. Wasn't a wash.
I thought it wasn't even close. Because I think Fat Joe played all the way up first, brought out Remy Ma. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did the whole thing, and then, like, everyone in New York, nothing can stop. And they're doing it. And then Ja Rule's like, drop the record. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, this is a wash.
Everybody was singing in that motherfucker. All the Way Up didn't get that much of a response.
Wait, so they said that
You can
All the
hear
Way
the
Up was
crowd.
better than
People, the consensus said that it was. Some people said he did. Some people said
Just
he
because
didn't.
you start your argument with the consensuses doesn't mean.
Yo, listen.
I can say that about anything.
I gave my opinion. Now I'm talking
We
about.
agree
So
that Fat Joe won that round. We agree.
But when I say consensus, I'm talking about credible people that know their history, that know what they're talking about.
But you're not breaking out the quote.
vein.
Like I need quotes. You know what I'm saying? Like I need.
Joe Budden said he lost that round. That's somebody that's
Moving
both
on.
their friends.
Moving on.
Okay.
Round 3.
Rap Radar said he lost that round.
Number 3.
I got quotes.
Ja Rule living it up.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Joe's John Blaze featuring Nas,
Living
Big
It Up.
Pun, Jadakiss, and Raekwon.
For the hip hop head, we would have went Ja Rule. I went Fat Joe.
Yeah, but even so, this one I'm
versus-
saying Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
This one I'm saying Ja Rule.
Yeah. And that was my argument with FloJo. Like FloJo was his iconic breakthrough song as far as him coming out, but you're not beating It's Murder. It was on the Rush Hour soundtrack. Like you're not doing that.
Yeah, fair. But he was just a feature though.
He wrote the song.
Number 4, Still Not a Player, which is Joe's feature on Big Pun
He said he
versus Ja Rule's Down Ass Bitch.
So he said he exclusively produced that one.
He did.
He did. So I guess if he said,
But he's
he
also
put it
featured on
together- On what? It's So Hard? No, he's not.
No, Still Not a
Still
Player.
not a player. I'm
No,
gonna take
he's
that
not.
one.
He's not on Still Not a Player.
Oh, so but they
Big
but they
Pun.
gave it. So they gave it to me. Yeah, because he
Because he said he executive
discovered Big
produced it.
Pun.
He said
he executive produced the whole album.
that's why he played the song, but he's not even on the song.
Right.
So a lot of people were kind of like, all right, we get it, but like that became a cheat code because like in my sense it's like this. Okay, you don't have a lot of those, right? As far as you producing something and you're putting it on there. So that was, for me, that was a point. That's a cheat code.
The thing is, Ja Rule did it too later.
But Ja Rule was in the song and he wrote the song.
Yeah.
What he did
But
was
now
call
we're-
the producers, call this, and was like, yo, we're doing a Big Pun. Here's all his songs, whatever, we're doing a song around this. Boom. So that's where I'm kind of like,
But we're going. But at the end of the day, versus record.
That's why I'm teetering the line of
Yeah.
that. I'm teetering the line of that.
If I'm just looking at it versus record, it's a cheat code.
And Chico Pun got that all day.
Number 5, Fat Joe's Slow Down versus Ja Rule's Put It On Me. I don't think it's close.
Put it on me.
Put it on me.
For sure.
And that's what
they
Fat
brought
Joe
out both
has.
of them. And they brought out both of
That's
them.
what Fat Joe has. He has those songs where they were fire, but they didn't do nothing. It came and it went.
But the argument that we could put out is like, this is Fat Joe showing like I can go backwards, I can go recent, like you know what I mean. Where all of
I
Jaws
just
was
think
in
he
like
played
one.
what he had.
He doesn't have.
I
don't
think he
think
played what
really
he
has
had.
recent
No, I
shit
don't
like
think.
that.
But
Okay,
the Rihanna shit is not popping off. You're not playing new songs on verse. It's not happening. It's not
He
happening.
did play it.
He
But
played it.
and he played
And
he
it
played,
wasn't a point.
He played the face down, no ass up, face down.
And it
Oh,
wasn't
but
a point. It didn't do shit.
yeah, that I mean that's.
But again, I think, but like in
Dope song. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
song.
yeah.
Like I was always like I liked his consistency in the song, but it didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
It didn't do against
but-
Ja Rule.
But part when they were chirping each other, like Fat Joe was like, "Yo, I got hits today." Like,
Yeah.
like yo, he kept saying like, "Rule, we haven't heard you in 25 years. Where you been?" Like that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, but my
That
class
shit
is
was
bigger than your new shit. That's what he said, and everyone was like, ah.
yes. Sure. Okay, 6, Mesmerized, which is really tough to beat, and then Fat Joe plays What's Love.
Oh. And that's where I was kind of like,
I'm taking what's.
I wanted to tie that because I'm like, yo, okay, that's a song that Ja Rule
Is on.
and wrote and gave to him, which was supposed to be on his album, and so that's why I call that a tie. There's no way. And he was in there. He was
Just
there
based on
performing it with him.
principle. Based on
Based on
principle.
principle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for
So
Ja,
a
he wouldn't
draw.
have that.
I'll respect that. A draw.
And that's one of his top
Which
3
is
hits.
tough because this is one of his top hits. That's
Yeah.
correct. That is correct. Next we have Ja Rule's Always on Time. So we're in the bag. We're in Ja Rule's bag.
Yeah.
Ja Rule Always on Time. Fat Joe's Make It Rain.
Always on Time. Make It Rain was huge, but Always on Time was
Make It Rain was
iconic.
huge, man.
Iconic.
You're right. You're right. I just love Make It Rain.
Yeah, Make It Rain. It was at the time. It was fucking huge. Got a big response.
Bring out R. Kelly. Make it rain. Make it rain. Yo, that remix was so crazy. Oh my
fuck
God.
R. Kelly, but that remix.
I know it would have been no one would have been happy if R. Kelly did that. But that's all I was like, yo, if they came out with a remix, bro.
Yeah, no, that remix was fire. That remix was ridiculous, but no, Ja Rule got that one for me.
Next, I'm Real. Ja Rule, I'm Real. Lean Back.
Lean Back.
Yeah. This is definitely not all the songs, bro. There's a ton of shit that was in between. This is not the right list, bro. They only gave 10 out of the 20. Fuck. Sorry, guys.
It's fun. The consensus was that.
Nah, because they didn't do the round where they played Twins, where they played deep cover.
Yep.
And like there was a lot of argument. I was like, yo, there's not an argument. Like deep cover's insane.
Yeah.
Ready for war. How you want
And it was at that time, like that song already was huge. Like what Dre and Snoop did was fucking huge. Was to come out and drop that and it be able to stand like toe to toe with it was.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
I think
a lot
like,
of people think it's better. A lot.
Yeah.
That's huge.
But the thing is, what I learned, what the biggest takeaway that I had was like, yo, like Fat Joe like really like had bars.
Oh my God.
Like Fat Joe like really had bars. Like
oh my God.
Like I feel like now he's just such like an OG that like and kind of just does like club records at this point. Like that's like Fat Joe's like borderline corny. But like when he was playing like Flo Joe, like I was like, fuck. Like I mean, like I was like, when's the last time I heard Flo Joe? You know what I mean?
He was in his bag, and he got a little slack for calling the Vita and Lil Mo.
That was bad. That was fucked up. Yeah. That
Wait,
was,
what?
No. So in between. So for those who haven't watched it, in between each round, it was mostly first. It was Ja just talking mad shit. Like Ja was just like from the beginning.
Joe started it though.
I thought Ja started it. Anyway, they were just talking so much shit. Like Ja would be like, no one knows this record, or like, oh, like you're reaching, or like that's not it. Like when he did the big pun stuff, it's not even your record. Like, but then Fat Joe would be like, we haven't heard you in Twitter. That shit had me crying. But then when Ja brought out, so Fat Joe brings out Remy Ma first, and then Ja brings out Lil Mo and Vita, and you know, people don't really know.
No, wait, before he did that, he was like. Yeah, he's like, damn, I didn't need no help. When he brought out Remy Ma.
All this shit. Yeah, he was talking all this shit.
But you got those chicks from the crackhead house. So backstage, I was like, oh shit.
So Fat Joe was saying like, oh, I feed my artists. Like he was basically like, I discovered Big Pun, made him big. I brought Remy Ma, Terror Squad, we made hits. Cool and Dre. Like he was like, I feed my people. He was like, the people you brought on, like. No one knows where they're at. Like he was saying like wild shit, like crazy shit. And there was like, I was like, yo, like they might fucking fight. Like he was saying some shit where I was like,
Bronx shit, bro.
People gotta remember, like if you're gonna go at war in hip hop, especially with somebody like 50 Cent. At that time, Murder Inc. was going through a Fed case, so they froze all their accounts. You got no fucking money to go to war. You know, like you don't got no money to put up nothing, no nothing. So of course he just fell off. People don't get that aspect of it. While that was happening, like it was a Fed case going on. Murder Inc. was
there was a point where it was when Ja dropped the record that he like produced, and Joe was like, yo, like we're not like, even though he already did it. But he was like, yo, like, that's just, you're not even on that shit. He goes, oh, I wrote, like, and John's like, I wrote it, I produced it. And Joe goes,
don't make me play, what did he say?
He said, don't make me play Candy Shop. He goes, I produced Candy Shop, don't make me play Candy Shop. And which was an obvious dig because of 50 Cent. I was dying laughing. Yeah. And John goes, that shit is whack. I'm like, bro, it's Candy Shop.
Yo,
it's not whack.
Their beef was crazy, bro. It is crazy.
But who would have been the better opponent for
Wait, hold on. Fat Joe did do Get It Poppin' and I Won't Tell, which were fire. Yeah. I just wanted to. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh,
baby,
no. And that's one of the ones that were like, they popped it and it dropped.
Who's the better opponent for Ja Rule?
The song with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Holding back.
I don't think it got a lot of love though.
No, but that was.
It was a good song. Yeah, it's a good song.
Wait, what song?
It's I Want You.
Another round.
Another round.
Yeah, another round.
Yeah.
Better opponent for Ja Rule.
I think like a T-Pain.
It would have been T-Pain.
But T-Pain said he wants to go against Akon.
I don't think that's good. I think
he would wash him.
Easily.
He would watch Akon?
Yeah.
Name 10 Akon songs.
Sorry, blame it on me.
I could name 10 Akon songs. Okay.
Lonely.
Okay, Lonely, Locked Up, Smack That, Blame on Me, Right Now, fucking Bonanza,
Daydream.
Sexy Bitch, Sweet Escape, fucking what's the song with always talking about what you got, boom, that song.
Get Buck in here.
Get Buck in, ooh, Get Buck in here. That's 10 right there.
Now name 5.
Oh, I could.
T-Pain songs that would murder all those songs.
Yeah.
5, not even 10.
Buy you a drink, bartender.
Come on.
All I do is win.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm Sprung and I'm in love with Stripper. Beats
All I
of
do
them.
is win
Beats
is
all of
his
them.
song.
Beats all of. Oh
It's
yeah,
his song. He wrote that shit.
He wrote it. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like that's.
He said he wrote it the same day he wrote No, he wrote some other crazy hit the same day he wrote Shoddy. He said something like he wrote in like the same session.
Yeah, he said
And I'm just like, bro.
Yo, what?
Yeah, no, T-Pain's.
Even though.
Yeah, Shoddy was
But thing
another
is, T-Pain went against Lil Jon and got washed.
That wasn't a good matchup for me either.
No, it wasn't at all. But that was when Versus was just like anyone who wants to do it can do it. Like, it wasn't like a production.
That made no sense to me.
But Lil Jon destroyed him.
Who would you put against Trey Songz?
Anyone?
Against Trey Songz?
Just kidding. Trey Songz is such a weird R&B artist because he's not elite, but he's not middle of the road. You know what I'm saying?
Omarion?
No. I think Trey Songz would beat Omarion pretty handedly.
Even with the beat 2K?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so.
Yeah.
How many, name just Omarion solo records. I can only name like 3.
Icebox.
Yeah.
Touch.
Speeding, Touch.
Distance.
Distance between them. And I think that's it for me. And then the rest is B2K for me.
He dropped like a few songs that were like dope but didn't blow up.
MIA.
Post to Be.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that was
okay.
huge.
Yeah, Post to Be would be one of his ammo records. His ammo records would be Icebox, Post to Be, Bump Bump Bump. That's pretty much it.
Oh, I forgot. Let Me Hold You. Bow Wow.
Yeah, we can give him that.
Yeah, he's on it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
can give him that.
Yeah, but yeah, sorry for all the girls out there that tune in that I can they probably just turn it off right now because we was talking about this shit.
Girls like music.
I don't know who to compare Trey Songz with. That is a tough.
That's what I mean.
that
He's
is a
like
tough
he's
one.
not elite, but he's like in a lane into it.
Because I'm trying to think who came up with.
Because he has so
him in
much
that
music.
era,
He's a
too.
lot of music.
He has a lot of
He's
music.
a lot of music.
Trey Songz. I think, damn, no, I can't think of another. But yeah, Kanye would wash Drake. That is not a hot take. And I will go. And
Probably.
if you want to battle, if any of y'all want to go on live and battle it, we'll do it.
You know,
pick your 20, I'll pick my 20.
Remember when we did the Future Travis Scott versus
Hell yeah.
on Clubhouse?
Hell yeah.
It was lit. We had like maybe like 30 heads in there.
For real?
And like so the way we did it was so me and Malcolm Xavier from DC were like moderating it, pretty much. Oh no, he was just
Malcolm.
no, he
was
was he was there. No, he wasn't moderating. He was he came. He was one of the voters. I think me, you, and Stams were moderating.
Stams.
And so basically the structure was we would each round we did 20 rounds, and each round I would pick 2 people in the audience to like pick a track. So I'd be like, okay, this round Fingaz has Travis and Fab has Future. These are the songs we've already played. If you've been following, hey, if you just came in the room, this is what we're doing.
That's dope.
Every round. And I'll be okay, like you gotta pick some ammo, but like obviously every round it gets harder. You gotta be a good fan to know, like, because obviously if people are coming out swinging in the beginning, now we'll get
you gotta know
to
your
round
shit.
17, 18, 19, 20. Like we just went through a lot of the hits, like, and I remember we hit like number 18, and I think it was Malcolm's turn to do Future, and he goes March Madness, and I'm like, how did the fuck did no one ever choose March Madness? Like it was like
Nobody
records
said
like
that.
that. Like it was, and the thing is, like when we went into it, we were like, Future is gonna destroy him. So okay, so after every round, so the 2 people pick it. I mean, okay, and then I would play 30 seconds of each one just to like jog people's memories if they don't know or whatever, and then I'd be okay, like, and then I name each person, and I'm like, okay, you do your vote real quick. I was like, I say Fingaz vote Travis, Fab vote Travis. Like, and we just did it really fast. I would tally it, and I'm like, okay, the winner of this round is Travis.
Yo, we gotta do Kanye and Drake one. We gotta do a Kanye and
Like
Drake
on
one.
live?
That's gonna be dope. No,
But-
on the Clubhouse.
The Clubhouse is dead now.
You think so?
Clubhouse is super dead,
that
bro.
shit's dead, bro.
Clubhouse is super dead.
I was.
But it was really cool. But the thing is, it was like 2 hours. Like it was like really long. But it was dope. Like everyone was, because like obviously in the beginning it started with like just friends, but then it was like random people that were like other DJs from other states were in there because like people got really into it.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope. And then like quarantine, like everything opened up. And I
Yeah,
was
we
like,
gotta
not
do Drake
doing-
versus Kanye. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I mean, if we found a format to do it, I'd be down to do it. I think that'd be super. I think
It'd be dope to do that
because
right?
it's never gonna actually happen.
No,
Nah, hell no.
it's not gonna happen. Drake, Kanye was ready to do it. Kanye was gonna wash him. He's like, yo,
I think Kanye should go against Jay.
yeah, there's nobody else. Who else?
I think Drake should go against Wayne.
Oh,
I wouldn't even do that.
I'm taking Wayne though.
But after that, nobody can touch Drake, right?
Wait, you don't even think Wayne versus Drake is worth it?
I just think it's still Wayne.
Not close.
Not close.
You think Wayne would lose?
No, like I don't mean not. I still hold Wayne in higher regard just because
Than Drake.
it's Wayne.
But okay, but when we're talking about tracks, bro, we're just again people like with verses. That's why when you were like, oh, like you have to understand what you're, I'm like, yo, we're talking about track to track.
The reason why I say Drake and Kanye is because once they're fucking feuding all the time. Two, they both do the same kind of thing. They have the same kind of like realm of like music, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't understand.
The singing rapping thing.
Mm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wayne did some singing.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
He
But
some
I
how
just,
some how to love. He did a rock album. You know what I'm saying?
all right. Just because I don't think that Drake is Wayne's era. I don't think that they're in the same
Oh no,
era. He's more of a new era Drake, so I wouldn't want to put him. I'm thinking about down the line, who at this level or when he gets a little bit older, right? Who is Drake? Who would Drake face?
Yeah, it got to be Kanye.
It gotta be Ye.
and not Jay.
He would kill Jay.
You think he would kill him? Because Jay's peak too was
Not kill him. Not kill him. I don't think he'll kill Jay. I don't think it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to me. That's
Who
kind
would
of
go
like
against Jay,
that's kind
then?
of like Lil Wayne. That's kind of like Lil Jon and T-Pain to me.
Okay.
You know, that's what I mean. I don't
But,
think.
but I think Kanye and Jay would be super dope. Oh, but the cheat code is Kanye produced half of his shit. That wouldn't even work. That would because Kanye could play Jay's records.
H to the is out. E to the is out.
No, Kanye's got to go against another producer rapper. He's got to go against like Dre, low key, very low key.
Diddy wants Jay so bad.
Yeah, not. I read today that it's like confirmed he's going against Jermaine Dupri, which is not going to be fun.
Jermaine?
Jermaine's gonna get washed.
Like badly, like really badly.
Jermaine has hits, right?
Not a lot. Not nearly as
right?
many.
And
Not
he's
nearly as
going.
many.
He's going off of again. Like I feel like Versus is more of a cultural thing. Like
It's gonna be sick. Like it's gonna be records on records and a lot of guest appearances. It's gonna
Yes,
be sick.
yes.
Listening party. Like I'm like if that shit happens, I'm having a listening party.
I thought off the rip that was all promo for me. I already thought it was all promo.
It's gonna be lit.
Because there's nobody else. Because I know Dre's definitely not gonna do it. He would never do it. I don't think Drake would ever do it.
Timbaland and Swizz need to like actually do one. Thing is, Pharrell needs to get in,
Well, they did it again.
but
They did it again.
not an official one though.
Swiss.
And Timbo?
Yeah, they were at Live. You didn't watch that?
No, the one that like is on Triller, like on Apple, like an official versus.
They did one. It was at Live. They did it again.
When the fuck was that?
Yeah, go look at it. They did it
What
again.
the hell?
Yeah,
It wasn't
bro.
a
It was
a
live.
promoed
It was
one?
live. Yeah, it was promoed.
What?
I think it was one of the first ones. You must have been outside. It was one of the first ones when everything opened up back up. It was literally the first one. When everything opened back up, that's when that happened. Yeah, bro, they did it again because they needed to.
I want Pharrell to.
Because that was so
iconic.
iconic. It would have to be either Pharrell and Kanye.
You think Pharrell and Kanye would? Oh yeah, because they both have their own records.
That's actually a really good one.
That's
It's
actually
Pharrell
a
and
really
Kanye.
good
It's
one.
Pharrell and Kanye. For me, if it's not Drake, which I think is a wash for Kanye. Kanye would eat him alive.
But Kanye,
Easily.
but Kanye shouldn't be allowed to play produce records then.
But that's not what that's not what Versus is. You
But
can play
that's what I
whatever
mean.
the
But
fuck
that's
you
what I mean.
want.
Like putting them together actually isn't that good because you're putting
It
a
has to make
producer
sense.
rapper
It has to
against a
make sense.
rapper. You know.
But I guess I'm just saying that for the sake of conversation and what's been going on lately, and that's what people were trying to say. But that's definitely not a good matchup. But the Pharrell and Kanye.
Yeah, that's a perfect matchup.
That is the one.
Yeah.
That is the one.
Yeah.
Jay, I can't. Fuck. Jay would never do it anyways.
Yeah, he would never do
He
it.
would never do it. So we don't have to.
That would be so awkward, too.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What is Jay like? Jay's so fucking cool. He's gonna sit there and perform his. No, he's not. Unless you give him like $1 billion.
Perform the story of OJ, and everyone's like, I'll be like, bro, just don't play American Gangster, and you'll be good.
You don't like that?
I don't like American
The Rock
Gangster.
Boys in the building.
No, I love that song, and Show Me What You Got on it too. Right? No, that's Kingdom Come.
That's Kingdom Come.
Rock Boys is fire, but
I feel like Kingdom Come is so underrated, bro.
it was just a weird time.
Man.
I think, because when it dropped, I think I was just like too young. Like I think like he's just talking about such grown up shit that it just did not hit for me.
Yeah.
But Rock Boys is obviously so dope. Like it's just party music.
That's
pretty much.
That's an anthem. Like,
Yeah. I need to bring that shit back.
That's an anthem. You can make it work crazy in the club.
Yeah.
Bottle, when people bringing out a bottle.
Yeah. It's a big bottle song.
Yeah.
I think that's why that whole era of Jay
Dude,
was weird to me.
Otis works for me. I drop
Otis
Otis.
is fire.
You
Like,
for real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
I see that.
and then like in the middle, like when Kanye comes in, I drop because it's just sample and bass. So I drop a drum beat over it. Like I did. I think what I did last week was I dropped grinding under it. In the club, and then they came in. When's the last time? And then I went to. When's the last time you heard it like this? Like it was fire. It was fire, man. It was dope.
Yeah, we need a Pharrell one, bro.
Yeah, that's dope.
I do like 10 minutes of only Pharrell beats, like in my sets, like in opening sets.
Damn, he has grinding.
Grinding.
Shit.
I love Pharrell. I love the Neptunes.
Can't nobody love you like
Like
I
I
love
love,
you.
yeah, I love fucking the Neptunes, bro.
It would have to be Kanye, because I think he would have fucked up Timbaland. I think he would have hurt Timbaland.
Who?
Pharrell.
I think it's close. I think
Timbaland.
it's closer than you think it is.
They both got jaded. It makes sense. They should have.
They should. I think
that would have made a better. No, because
Pharrell and Timbaland are closer than Swizz Beatz and Timbaland are.
way better, way closer.
Yeah,
way closer.
Yeah.
It would have been
Swizz Beatz is under the both of them.
Yeah,
But over both of them is Dre. Yes,
yeah.
Dre is the biggest hip hop producer of all time. Yes,
And that's a fact.
I think it's a good place to wrap it up. I think we've talked about a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Very musically heavy, very hip hop heavy.
Yeah, I respect y'all brains, man. I like to. It's always good to have conversations with young dudes. I mean, we're all young here. Relax.
Shit, I'm young.
Relax. Is your phone buzzing or something? Is that?
I don't know.
You got a
man.
call right there. Nah, but like to be able to be like students of the game, like we're students of songs that are up before our time, and that's what I mean by that. Because to me, like there's still guys that look at me like I'm a young buck. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, really? But yeah, man, I respect y'all. Good convo.
Likewise, I appreciate you guys for coming in. Would like to give each of you an opportunity to just plug anything that you would want to possibly plug.
You can follow me at _DJ Fab on Instagram. And wait, when's this episode coming out?
I don't know, like next
Today?
week.
What do you mean?
I
It's
think
today.
Oh shit, my fault.
It's out right now. It's out right now.
And also where the fuck we at? I think we have Bodega next week, so pop by.
Yo, Bodega's been the vibe, man. We all residents there. We share that in common.
I don't have the title, but yeah,
What do you mean you don't have the title?
I just play there a lot.
God.
I'm serious. I don't know.
Psych, I'm at Sojuba. I lied.
Ah, man. So Juba. Anything else?
No, that's it. Have
Yo,
a
man,
blessed
plug
one.
your album, bro. Plug your album, man.
Also, go stream Cold Nights.
Yeah,
DJ
man.
Fab, Treble Holmes.
Produced, man. Fire.
All produced.
Yeah, bro, check that out. Follow me on Instagram. That's at Fingaz Live, FINGAZ Live. Follow me on my SoundCloud. That's Fingaz JJP, FINGAZ JJP. All my inspiring artists out there. Even if you've never recorded anything, if you don't know how to write, but if you got some talent, rapper, drill rap, whatever you do, singer. Hit me up. I'm working on an album, putting it in a compilation album where I'm producing and writing. So hit me up, let me know. Like I said, you don't even have to have following or nothing. If you're good, we can create some music. We can put our minds together. Let me know. Hit me up on the gram. Again, that's Fingaz Live, FINGAZ Live. Yeah, man. Check out my work. And this week I will be at Koi. But by the time it comes out, it won't be the Koi. So I guess the week after that, I think I'm at Icon.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm at Icon. It's the 9th, right? Find me on my Instagram. I got all my stuff on there. It's day stuff too, but yeah, man.
Thank you guys so much for coming by. As always, follow at Dope Entertainment Official on Instagram. Follow, but I know the DJ on Instagram. Follow me, your host, at Give Me Snacks on Instagram. And we will see you next time.
Yeah.
Deuces.